Faygo, our friend, our brother, one of the main organizer of this event and an organizer of many things here. Here you go.
Hello everybody. Thank you for coming out today to support AB5. It's a Homeless Bill of Rights and Fairness Act for the state of California. Now, one thing I want to point out, yes, I helped organize this event. I had a lot of help with other members of Occupy. Bob and Lisa have been very essential. Andy helping get the music system. Steve Pan. Monet, who was not able to make it. She had another engagement to do today, but she wanted to make sure this event happened. She was one of the main organizers. I'd also like to thank the people from RAP, Shock, Mark Marin, and all them for helping get Amiano to get this bill going. One of the things that I feel is very important about this bill is that, you know, homeless people are people too, and they deserve the same rights as everybody else. When you start telling somebody that now that they don't have stuff, that they don't deserve the same rights as everybody else, you're just creating an issue where there doesn't need to be one. You're taking people that are already suffering and putting unnecessary restrictions on them, taking away their right to have access to a dignified restroom. You know, that's a major issue. Also, people like me that are out here on the streets, people assume that we're lazy. I'm sorry. Can a lazy person sit here and organize an event like this? Sorry, I don't think so. A lot of us would rather be working than stuck out here. And with the right to seek employment without discrimination based on our housing address, or housing status, that is a major step in the right direction. Because a lot of us, we would rather be trying to do something to move forward with our lives. A lot of us have come from other situations where, you know, our job got shipped overseas, our home got foreclosed, something really bad happened and we ended up out here. Does that change who we are on the inside? Does that make us not a person anymore? In my mind, that just makes us an even stronger individual, because now we're stuck having to survive with bare nothing. And while we have the bare minimal, we should at least be able to have the dignity to not be harassed when we walk through a park. We should be able to have the dignity to maintain our own personal belongings. We should have the dignity to know that if we get jumped or beat up, that the cops are, instead of coming and arresting us for getting beat up, going to actually go and look for the person that created this issue for us. You know, a lot of us, we don't want to be stuck having to go to an alleyway to use the restroom. We would much rather have a nice, clean place where we can maintain some dignity, clean up a little bit, and be able to look presentable to the rest of society. You know, a lot of us, you wouldn't even realize are homeless that are out here on these streets. And day in, day out, we deal with people walking by looking at us down their nose, or walking by and just completely ignoring you. And I don't know how many of you have ever just tried to be friendly to somebody walking down the street just to be ignored or told, go get a job. Well, how are you supposed to get a job without an address? If this bill passes, it'll make it a lot easier, because now that would be a right to not be discriminated on for not having an address. And also, medical treatment. A lot of times, if you don't have money, the hospitals don't care. They're gonna do the bare minimum that they have to and kick you right out the door as quick as possible. And that's not fair, because a lot of people that are out here on the streets have a lot of medical conditions that the streets help cause. You know, when you're sleeping in the elements, you're gonna get sick. And you deserve the right, just like any other American, any other person in the world, to get medical coverage, to make sure that when you get sick, somebody's gonna help take care of you to make sure that you can get through it. And, you know, these are all really big issues. And I would really encourage everybody that's here today, don't let this stop here. This bill still has not hit committee. We're here to make sure that by the time it does get to committee, we've made enough noise that they know there's support. So what I ask everybody here to do after we leave here today, find out who your assemblyman is. Give them a call and tell them that you support this bill, and try to encourage them to make sure to pass it without mutilating it too badly. Thank you very much.